Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching. I wanted to do a quick overview of what's going on today. We're making a baby pink and baby blue tutu dress, and we're going to add straps to it. And then I wanted to share with you some exciting news. My sister and her husband are pregnant, and this has been something that they've prayed for and wanted for quite a while now. And my brother and his better half are also pregnant at the same time. They're only 4 days apart. So this was excellent to create because at the time we didn't know if they were having a boy or a girl. And come to find out, one is having a boy and one is having a girl. So I thought this just all played in well. All right, the supplies that you're going to need are your light pink and light blue tulle, if you're creating it just like this, or baby pink and blue, your crocheted band or elastic band or ribbon. Now, I want to tell you a special note about the elastic band. I've got this by the yard, and when you're creating something and you purchase, it's called crocheted headband trim, I believe is what you want to search for. Crocheted headband trim, because it took me forever to figure that out when we first got started. When you get it by the yard, remember, when you have your measurements and you're about to sew or hot glue it even, that you want to stretch it out first before you make your cut, because you don't want to waste it. At $2.99, $3.50 a yard, you know, less is more, and it stretches. That's the whole point of having one of these. And remember, every time you create your tutu and you're making those slip knots, you're stretching that elastic just a bit, so it's going to increase in size on you a little bit anyway. You'll need your trusty scissors, a needle and thread, or a hot glue gun to create your crocheted band if that's what you're working with. You'll also need a little extra crocheted trim because that's what we're going to create the straps with. Now, if you are working with elastic or ribbon, you can use that in place of the crochet that we're using to make the straps as well. If you have any questions, you're welcome to leave it in the comment section. I try to get back to you ASAP, and we're occasionally on Skype if you get into a rut and need some help there. It's cj.inspire. Optional items that you might consider: the sparkling or shimmer tulle that matches the colors or is a little different to really make it pop, and your fabric water solution in a spray bottle. It's 3/4 water, 1/4 fabric softener of your choice. You want to use distilled or drinking water, bottled water, then that will make the solution last for quite a while. Remember, when you're working with your spray, that you just want to lightly mist it. You don't want to saturate your tutu. We're doing the slip knot method, and we've cut our tulle in an angled cut or pixie style cut. What you're going to want to do now, after you've cut your tulle into strips, you're going to want to lift both ends up, put them together, match them up if you're going for uniformity. Pinch the folded part, run that through your crocheted hole, lift up the tails, widening the tulle hole so that the tails can go through, and pull down gently. You want it to be secure, but you don't want to distort the material you're working on. For us, it's the crocheted band. You don't want to make it where the hole is huge and won't be covered by the other tulle layers that you're working on. This took about 2.5 rolls of 6 by 25, but once you see the finished tutu dress, you'll see that I really put a lot of tulle on this. And I used maybe 10 yards of the glitter tulle. On a special note, I was asked to find some sources for tulle that will ship to Canada. I found tulleshop.com. They ship to Canada. Their base pricing is quite competitive. Their quality is satisfactory, and they have a good selection for you to choose from. Now, I wasn't able to get an exact shipping quote for you because I don't have a Canadian address to input. Again, tulleshop.com, they do ship to Canada. US-based customers, and I believe they also have a different division that ships internationally. Gifts International USA. Do a Google search to find the international website address and the US-based address. Their quality of products is beyond satisfactory in my opinion. They have a huge variety of items that you can choose from. I want to make a special note to you. They do not have the best reviews out there, but I have purchased from them for almost 2 years and have never come into any issues. If that changes, I will let you know. Their shipping and handling fee, yes, handling, is a bit pricey in my opinion. So what I recommend to all of you is if you're going to purchase a good amount of items, then go on there and make your purchase, because then you'll still have competitive pricing, and the shipping and handling fee is absorbed into the cost, and it still gives you like a sale price in comparison to many other tool sources out there. Their shimmering tool I love. They've got deep rich colors, and it doesn't wrinkle like some of the other sources out there. I guess the coating they use is top notch, and the price is almost, I'd say almost a third less than any other place I've found. You'll want to try out the colors that you're looking for though. Get the smaller 6x25 rolls before you buy the bolts to make sure that's the color, because you know when you're buying tool, they have 15 million dadgum different names for the same color that you're looking for, but it was called something else somewhere else. And again, I'm not affiliated. This is just with trial and error, being totally dissatisfied and completely over the moon with the products that we've purchased for our business. All right, now let's get back to creating this tutu. And I am going to speed through a lot of this. I'm placing the tool again using the slip knot method. You pick up both ends of the tool piece, joining them together, putting the folded part in between your finger, squishing it up so it'll go through your crocheted hole easily, opening up that folded part so that you can lift up the tails, put it through, and then you're going to gently tug until it makes the knot for you. Remember, you don't want to distort the holes on the band. To create the tutu straps, one of the things that I forgot to mention earlier are the felt circles, or a felt sheet that you can make small squares or circles out of. This will help you refrain from burning yourself because the crocheted bands, have holes. What you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to take the measurements of the shoulder area of the person you're making the tutu for, and you're going to want to get the crochet measured out and cut. Remember, you're going to want to stretch it out before you cut because you want to make sure you're not wasting your crocheted band. You're going to want to add 1 inch to your measurement, and the reason why I say that is because we're going to fold over the ends of each strap so that way it doesn't unravel or fray on the person wearing it. Once you've cut your tutu straps, the crocheted straps that you're making, take one end and fold it over no more than 1/2 inch. Add a dab of hot glue and press firmly. Be careful not to burn yourself. Put that aside. Do the other side. Again, about 1/2 inch. Fold it over, put your dab of hot glue, and then press firmly. Move on to the next strap, same thing. And all this is making it more clean. Now, if you use more than 1 inch to fold over on each side, it's going to make it thicker where you're working at, and that can be uncomfortable or feel funny to the skin. So I wouldn't recommend going over 1 inch on each side. Now once you've done this, make sure that they match up, that they measure up pretty well, because you don't want one strap real long and one too short. Did that, had to go back and retrim it, you can see. After they've dried securely, this is where those felt circles are going to come in. I say that they're optional. I really recommend them, but you can do all this without the circles, just being careful that you don't burn yourself, and you can place the crocheted band directly on the other part of the tutu dress, which is the band, the top part of the band you're working with. Alright, for our purposes, you're going to take the first felt circle, you're going to position where you want it on your tutu, making sure it's the shoulder area. You put a dab of hot glue, press firmly. Remember, you're working on the top part of the crochet base from your tutu dress. Press firmly, move on to the next side. You're going to do this front and back. Go back after you've done all 4 sections, checking the first piece, making sure you have enough hot glue on there, because that's going to be the anchor for your crocheted band strap. Now take another felt circle, place some hot glue on it, position it where the fold area is on your strap, press firmly, let that dry, do the other side of the same strap, put that aside. Again, on your final strap, you're going to put the felt circle with some hot glue, pressing firmly on each side. After you've done this, move on to your original strap that you started with. You're going to put another dab of hot glue on the felt circle that is on the crocheted strap. Gently place the first part of your strap on the felt circle that is on the tutu dress. Now I say gently because if you don't have it positioned the way you want, it gets a bit tricky trying to maneuver it, because then you've got hot glue and it's stretching and then it can get all over the place. Now you're looking at your tutu, making sure that the strap is where you want it. Now press firmly. Let that be. Go on to the second strap. Again, put a dab of hot glue on the strap itself where that felt circle is. Gently place the first part of the strap on the other felt circle that is on your tutu dress. Got it where you want it? Okay, press firmly. Now you're going to go to the back, making sure that you've allowed enough time for this to dry, because you want it to really be secure. Again, you're doing the exact same thing. You're going to put your dab of hot glue, making sure that you've positioned it properly. Now press firmly. Move on to the next one. Now after this is dried really well, you're able to tug on it, pull on it, move it around, and you feel safe and secure, and you don't need to do any touch-ups by adding more glue. Now you can add your embellishments. I like adding the rhinestones at the front of and the back of the straps, because now listen to this, when you use those oversized rhinestones, now you know these suckers are going to stay, because now you've got the rhinestone and you're pressing firmly, and when you're pressing firmly you're catching the strap and the part of the tutu dress crocheted part where you've been working. Those straps are not going to go anywhere. You can add extra embellishments throughout your tutu dress now, or you can leave it just as we have, completed, ready to wear. If you're going to take any photos, feel free to share it with the rest of us. We'd love to see what you've created. We wanted to take a special moment to say, wow, thank you so much for watching and sharing and liking and subscribing. It is such an honor and a humbling experience to see our numbers grow. I truly thank you all. We have launched a new website, and it's tutucute.com, and it's actually the number 2 and then TU cute, CUTE.com. Be sure to check us out there. We're slowly putting all the products on there because it's a whole new platform to learn. Y'all have a fantastic, wonderful day. All of our links are at the end of the video. If you liked our video and our channel, please subscribe. We could truly use your support. You can find all of our information on our various stores at our YouTube homepage and our Google Plus page, CJ & Sons Presents Naomi Inspired. We've also included some links for you at the end of each video. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook. Thank you so much for viewing.